Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Caleb Shepard here, and I don't really have any plan for this video, or it's mainly just going to be me talking about a subject that well, not a subject, about something that happened to me today, and I really don't know where this is going, so if I'm mumbling a lot, I know I mumble a lot in my other videos as well, but it's probably going to be more so in this video, so yeah, there's going to be no cutting, this is just going to be completely raw, so let's get into it. So today I was at Walmart, one of the few places you can go right now, and I ran to this guy who, for whatever reason, just walked up to me and was like, "Hey, you're a Christian, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've never met this guy before in my life. However, somebody just told me that I needed to spend some time talking to him." Now, after a little bit of talking to him, and you can tell that this guy, he's really been through the ringer, and basically, this guy had grew up in what I can only assume was a very abusive household who had a very distorted view of God. Now, one thing that everyone has in common, whether you believe in God or not, is what you believe about God is going to impact how you live. What I mean by that is, if you believe there's no God, then obviously you're going to live whichever way you want. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad person. I am not saying that. However, the most dangerous way you can view God is that He is a very hateful, picky person. That if you do not follow everything perfectly, He's just going to disown you and cast you into hell. This was obviously the belief that this person has been given from a very young age. He was telling me about how his parents basically disowned him because he was not living in a way that he was his family's Jehovah's Witness. I'm just gonna try not to talk trash on them, since I want to be very respectful. But they have this very distorted view that you have to follow every single rule laid out in their religion. And now I'm not going to claim to be an expert on the Jehovah's Witness religion, because I myself am a non-denominational Christian. But what I find so dangerous about this view that God's salvation is picky for a select perfect view is, one, there are absolutely zero perfect people in this world. That is why Jesus' sacrifice is so powerful, since he was the only perfect person to ever walk this world. And this mindset that God is very picky on who he saves drove this guy to a place where he completely gave up faith in God. Now, this is how I view it. The Bible makes very clear that you are saved by faith, not by works. Now, this does not for a second give you a free pass to go and just live every way you want. However, this makes it very clear that you do not need to be a part of a particular religious denomination to receive salvation. I don't know about you guys, but if I were to go hang on the cross, one of the most painful forms of death, I would not be picky on who that action saves. That is why I believe that Jesus genuinely wants a relationship with everyone, no matter your past. And again, this is not giving reason or a free pass to go sin every which way. However, it is saying that no matter what you've done, it's not going to disqualify you from the love of God. And that's what I realized that this guy was really struggling with, is that he's been told from such a young age that if he didn't act exactly the way that the church, the Jehovah's Witness church, told him to ask, one, his parents would completely disown him, and two, he would be condemned to hell. And this actually really broke my heart, since there is zero biblical truth to this whatsoever. I do not care what denomination you are part of. I don't care if you're Pentecostal or Southern Baptist. You are saved through the belief that Jesus died for your sins and that he is the one that is the bridge to get you to the presence of God. You are not saved because you follow a particular denomination. You are saved by the grace of God and that alone. And again, I want to make it clear that this does not give you a right head to go on sinning every which way. However, it should give you so much hope that you can fall short every once in a while and still know that there is a God that is ready to forgive. There is no limit to the love that God has for his people. I mean, he died for us, for crying out loud. No matter how many times you walk away from God or fall short of his word, he will always welcome you back with open arms. I mean, just take a look at the story of the prodigal child who completely ran away from his father, lived the way he wanted, ran dry of his provisions, and came back expecting to have to live as a slave to his father. But he was welcomed back with open arms. That is exactly how God views us. He is ready to welcome you back with open arms. I feel like that video was kind of all over the place, but it's a very just off the cuff thing. I had no real scripts for it, so yeah, I feel like I'll do these types of videos just sitting down and just talking from the heart, and every once in a while. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.